Hi guys, let's this is another three chapters in this video. Okay, so let's start. After the weekend, my family and friends returned to New Mouse City, but my vacation was just getting started with Trap's big plans for a honey business underway. My holiday was less relaxing than I thought it would be, but also even more fun. I actually really love taking care of bees. Melina and Alfie came by regularly to help Trap and me with the hives. But soon enough, our new bees had produced enough honey for us to start filling up our jars we could sell. We couldn't wait for other rodents to taste it. What a sweet start! How exciting! In the meantime, Bee Mine was becoming more and more popular on Mouse Island. The Mystery Mouse Company had advertisements everywhere. I couldn't turn on the radio or TV without hearing about their honey. Then bus ads started cropping up too. I was even getting emails about it. Rodents were buying bottles of it. This was turning into a really sticky situation. Who would buy our honey if all they ever heard about was Bee Mine? How could one honey company spend so much money on advertising? When I first started seeing the TV ads, I suggested to Alfine and Naline that we should buy some of our own, but they just shook their snouts. Bee Mine's advertising, TV advertising, radio advertising, bus advertising, email advertising, street reports, newspaper advertising. Good honey doesn't need flashy advertising, Elfine said. Just concentrate on creating the best possible product and the honey will sell itself. Trap and I had our doubts, but Melina had assured me that word of mouth was all we needed. You'll see that once we make your honey to the sweet taste of Mouse Island honey competition, you won't be able to keep up with the demand. I hope she was right. With their help, we were preparing for Mouse Island's most famous honey contest and planning visits to all big New Mouse City supermarkets to pitch our honey. If stores liked it, they would sell it to their customers. All our friends helped out. Bruce Hyena volunteered to drive our honey around New Mouse City. Thea took on the job of convincing store managers to give us a chance on their shelves. Trap baked up a storm creating new recipes that featured our delicious honey. Shortly after all of this work, rodents would stop buying so much Bee Mine and start picking up the Stilton farm instead. This is the honey bee cookie recipe. Oh, this I want to read. This I'll read out loud. Okay, make a buzzworthy bee cookie. Always get a grown-up to help you. Ingredients: 2.5 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon butter, 1/4 cup of honey, of course. The main ingredient is honey because they're honeybee cookie recipes. Okay, so let's go. 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 egg, zest of 1 lemon, 5 to 10 drops of yellow food coloring, almond slices, black decorating gel or icing. Step 1. Mix the flour, butter, honey, sugar, egg, lemon zest, and food coloring in a bowl. Then shape the dough into a ball. Wrap the dough in a plastic wrap and let it rest in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Number 2. Preheat your oven to 365 degrees. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Number 3. Scoop out tablespoons of dough, roll into a ball, and place it on the baking sheet. This is your bee's body. Place 2 almond slices into the ball. These are your bee's wings. Repeat until all the dough has been used. Bake for 10 to 15 minutes. Number 20. Number 4. Once the cookies have cooled, use decorating gel or icing to give your bees stripes and eyes. Now enjoy your beautiful creations. Okay, that was fun. My mother is actually a baker, and I will ask her if she can make these. I'll be sure to send you a picture of these delicious, beautiful creations. Okay, this is our second last paragraph. You need tummy fix. Stilton Farm honey was getting more and more popular. Slowly, word of snout did it. Seemed to be helping to build sales. Trap and I felt ready for the sweet taste of Mouse Island honey competition and were excited to have our special Manuka honey jugged by a team of expert rodents. But it was hard to be happy about our progress because something strange was happening around town. All of a sudden, many Mouse Island residents were complaining about stomach aches. What was going on? And even though our honey was becoming more and more popular, Bee Mine was still very popular. Rodents across the city seemed to be eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. On my way back from pitching Stilton Farm honey to a gourmet food store, I had a truck go by playing a familiar jingle. Tummy troubles, don't get sad, get tummy fix. Tummy fix? Where had I heard that before? Suddenly I realized tummy fix was everywhere. On the truck, on the pharmacy window, on the billboards. I darted to the pharmacy and pushed my way to the front of the line. "Excuse me," I asked, ignoring the line of grumpy rodents behind me. "What is this tummy fix I've heard so much about?" The pharmacist explained that it was a new super effective medicine for stomach trouble. Every mouse here is waiting for the next delivery. I thanked him and stepped back outside. I rubbed my snout in confusion. Maybe there was some sort of very contagious stomach flu going around. This sure seemed like something I should look into for a Rodent Gazette article. I was technically still on vacation, but this could be a catastrophe in the making. The news waits for no mouse. Oh, sorry. I hopped on my bike and headed back to Stilton Farm. As soon as Trap and I were finished preparing for the sweet taste of Mouse Island, I would look into the stomach problems that seemed to be affecting everybody in the city. But for now, I had a trophy to win. The following day, Bruce, Hyena, Alphine, and Meline helped Trap and me to load up our van with Stilton Farm honey. In addition to have our honey jugged, we had the opportunity to sell it to the crowds of the rodent attending the festival. "This could be our big break, Geronimo," Trap cried, hopping next to Bruce. "I hope so," I said, buckling my seatbelt. I couldn't help myself. I was so excited. Behind us, Alphine and Meline climbed into their car. They were going to follow us to the festival and help us cheer on. I couldn't wait to get there. And the winner is, when we got to the contest location, all the judges were getting ready to taste the different types of honey. We added ours to the table, making sure to cover the Stilton Farm label. The jars all had to be disguised so the judges wouldn't know whose honey was whose. "Paws crossed," I whispered to Trap. We watched as the judges started to taste all of the participants' honey. This is good, but one is better, don't you think? This one is not very sweet." This one might be my favorite. Yuck! As the judges tasted every mouse's honey, Chap and I set a small table to sell our jars. We worked our tails off, but holy cheese, it was going well. We had just sold our last jar when we saw the judges rise to make an announcement. We are ready to declare a winner, the head judge said. The winning honey was unlike anything we ever tasted. It is truly famous. The winner is, the judge pleaded off the sticker covering the label, Stilton Farm. Thunder and cattails! We did it! Chap and I cheered. Everybody clapped for us as we walked up to claim our prize. Thank you so much for selecting Stilton Farm. I would like to accept this prize on behalf of the whole Stilton family, I said. All the rodents in the audience clapped again, and a grin spread across my snout. I'd also like to give a big thank you to Meline and Alphine Goldendrop, famous beekeepers, for teaching Chap and me I think the B mine is the last place. Okay. Everything we needed to know about honey. As I stepped away with our award, a judge pulled me aside. He shook my paw. Really marvelous honey, Stilton. Honey, Stilton. You could taste the love and care you put into it. I blushed. Not like that, be mine, the judge continued. I have no idea why it's been so popular recently. He shook his nut and headed back to his fellow judges. Then I felt something Mama! Sorry. Just then I felt something brush my side. I rolled around, but there was no one there. Instead, there was a note sticking out of my pocket. Dear Mr. Geronimo Stilton, interested in selling your farm? We can make you an offer you can't refuse. Please contact this link for more information. Great glistening gobs of mozzarella. I'd never sell the farm. This is our last chapter, so goodbye.